Hello, I'm sharing a soul contract example that I channeled for someone a few days ago, last weekend maybe. He is someone who's on TikTok. I'm gonna tag him in this video. He gave me permission to share this. His handle is the Institute of Transcendence. So I'll tag him here. His name's Malcolm, and I first was drawn to him last year when I first got on TikTok. I saw a video of his and I got a nudge. My guides will sometimes nudge me when to, reach out and give a message. And I had a message for him and I dropped it in his DMs. And we've communicated a little bit here and there just on our videos. But he reached out to me a few weeks ago and asked if I could help him, that there had been some weird things happening to him he couldn't make sense of, and he thought he was hoping that I could help. And so I did. I channeled for him for a couple hours last weekend. And first I'll share what some of the weird things that have been happening to him. So he had an interesting childhood. He was in the music industry for a while, a couple decades ago. And he said that he's always been able to manifest really, really easily in his life. He would think of something or want something and like it would just come to fruition. Don't we all wish we had that? Don't we all wish that was that easy? I think some of us that is happening for, we just don't realize it. But anyways, it's always been easy for him. And he got into a situation where he was trying to manifest himself out of it. I won't share what this is. If he wants to share it, Malcolm, if you want to share this, you can share this on your channel. I just think it was all so beautiful and amazing. So he got himself into a situation where he couldn't manifest himself out of it. And it turned out that it was because his spirit guides, his higher self, were trying to get his attention and speak to him. So he got put into a situation where he was in a place where he had the opportunity to do a lot of studying and learned about a lot of things that his higher self had intended for him to learn when he came here. So he had recently, I clear my throat when I'm channeling, and I always am channeling when I'm making these videos, so bear with me here. He said that recently he had a lot of interesting things happening to him, like he felt like he was popping in and out of dimensions. He felt like he was having astral projection experiences, which he had a lot in his life. But things were starting to amp up and feel a little off. Not off, but he was wondering why more things were happening to him recently. And so what I channeled for him, what my guides brought in, was that this looks like this could be his first incarnation here as a human, but they called him the guardian or the watcher, and they showed that he is an old being, a very old soul, very old being who has been to Earth many times before, helping with the seeding of humanity. And he has watched and guarded humanity over very, very long time, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And because we are in such an unprecedented time right now in human history, he chose to come to Earth as a human to help the ascension of the planet from the inside out. And if you guys, for those of you who've been with me for, a few months at least, I'm still newer to TikTok, haven't even been on for a year yet, but I channeled for another person on here who is also in his first incarnation, and his account is Out of the Matrix, and he's here to share truth to help people wake up. So going back to Malcolm, this is the second time I'd seen a situation like this where it looked like it was this person's first incarnation as human, and Malcolm is a being who is very interested in the evolution of humanity, who's here to help humanity ascend. He is getting, I haven't seen all his videos, but I'd be curious if you guys are following him. If not, go follow him. If you're following him, let me know what you think about his videos. But he's here sharing messages of truth. He's here to wake people up. And he chose his physical appearance, but mostly his voice to, I don't remember my original message to him, but they're reminding me that one of my original message to him last year was that he chose this voice for a reason in order to, how do I say it? Like, get the attention of masses. Go listen to his voice. I mean, Malcolm, I don't know if I told you this, but you could monetize that voice for radio. Anyways, he's here to help humanity wake up. And so some of these things that have been happening to him recently, my guides, so I don't remember everything I channeled because most of the things I channel, I'm in a trance-like state, and so I don't remember everything that I channeled, but they're reminding me here that he is being prepared for more to come. So his spirit team, his guides, his higher self is kind of putting him in training. So he's been brought education. He will continue to be brought education, but he has a very otherworldly, it's almost like he's got one foot in this dimension, one foot in another dimension. It's really important. They said it's really important for him to be grounded. And a lot of his videos, he's out in nature doing the videos. And it's because it's really important for him to be grounded, because he's so cosmic that he like glitches out almost. It's like he without even trying, he pulls himself into another dimension, and then as soon as he realizes he's there, he's like, what happened? And then he's back. So his guides are training him how to hone these gifts, not only for himself, but he's here to, I can't remember how they worded it before, but they're reminding me now, they just intersected what I was just saying. He's here to help realign timelines. He's here to help with the timeline shift, to help humanity connect with our highest timeline available for the ascension. So he's channeling in messages, he's channeling in wisdom. He's also, what they showed me, they're reminding me again, he's like a battery. He's so, I don't even know how to say it, packed with energy, and his guides are teaching him how to use it. He's in the middle of learning how to use that energy, not just for himself, but for the collective. It's pretty wild. What they showed me is that he has so much energy, cosmic energy within him. It'd be like trying to start a child's toy with a battery big enough to power a semi or something. You know, it'd be like, it would blow the toy up. And so he's learning how to harness and hone his gifts and the energy in order to help himself, but mainly for the collective. He's here to really usher us into a higher timeline. So I thought it was so cool, so wild. He's messaged me a few times and just said that it's like what my guides brought through to him. He just keeps getting these downloads, and it helps him to understand his childhood. He has this memory, is so cool. He says he remembers going outside. He was a brand new baby, weeks old maybe. I think he said he thinks he was months old, but my guide said he was younger than that. And he remembers being carried outside and looking out at the trees in the sky and going, what is the purpose of this? And my guides said these feelings and thoughts were from him not being here in this form before, and him not understanding what the point of matter was, because he's usually not in a place with physical matter. I was like, this is so wild. So he said that, you know, what came through for him in this reading really helped him to make sense of so many things in his life. And that's the thing, guys. When you can connect to your higher self, this is what I do. I channel for people. I started channeling out of the blue 4 years ago. You can go to my website to hear more about my story. I have lots of videos too, sharing some of this stuff. But when I started channeling out of the blue 4.5 years ago, it just came in out of the blue. I was visited by two light beings who shared with me many things. They spoke to me for over 3.5 hours, and then I started receiving psychic downloads for strangers and started channeling. It's part of my mission here. I'm here also to spread truth and help people wake up. And when you can start channeling in information, which is what I do for my clients, and you can start making sense of your experiences, it reframes your whole reality. You start making better decisions in your life. You start being able to forgive and let go, and which alters and completely shifts your life into a higher timeline. You start manifesting things in that you didn't even think were possible, because you start operating from a place of forgiveness and gratitude and love. And it really will shift your life, because we've been operating for the most part as humans under the guise of what the powers that were at the top of this globe want us to believe, which is that we are just humans, and once we die, you go wherever you think you go, whatever you believe in based on your religious belief or non-religious belief. But we are much more. We are powerful beings, creator beings in this human form that are choosing to have an experience, because we've chosen to forget most of our prior existence before we come here. The powers that were at the top of this globe take advantage of that, and they wipe who we are from our memory from before we're even in school. And by the time we're in school, we are now reprogrammed into believing something totally different than what is true. So I do a lot of videos on that. Check it out. If you want to learn more about how to connect to your higher self, go sign up on my website for the newsletter, which will be in the next week. I'll be switching out the pop-up for the newsletter to a free 30-day Connect to Your Higher Self challenge. And then shortly I'll be launching my membership community where we will be working a lot on connecting to our higher selves, and I'll be sharing more channeled messages in there, moving away from TikTok in the event that it goes down. So thank you so much for being here. Be sure to go follow Malcolm. I'll tag him here below. And while everything I share is channeled, I have to say for social media purposes, this is for fun and entertainment. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.